Hi there, buddies. We're going to explore a subject today that might alter your perspective on snacking. If you occasionally consume nuts, whether they're walnuts, almonds, or something more exotic, you might be shocked to hear that some of them can significantly improve your health, while others have unintended consequences. Small dietary changes can have a significant impact on the energy levels, heart health, and general well-being of many older persons in America. We'll reveal 4 nuts that are good for your heart, memory, and immune system today, along with 4 others you may want to avoid because of hidden calories, allergies, or other issues. By the time we're through, you'll know exactly which nuts will help you live a long life, and which ones might not be as good as they look. So settle in, get yourself a good cup of tea, and let's get started. To ensure you don't miss any of our upcoming healthy living ideas, hit the like button and remember to subscribe, if prepared. To learn more about choosing healthier snacks, let's begin. The 4 nuts that are essential to a healthy lifestyle. We'll go over each one in detail, including its advantages, potential drawbacks, and the most effective ways to apply it to your everyday activities. 1. Almonds, the best buddy of the heart. For years, almonds have been prized for their potent health benefits in addition to their delectable flavor. You've undoubtedly seen almonds in a variety of shapes and sizes if you've ever browsed the snack section. It can be eaten raw, roasted, sliced, made into almond butter, or mixed with almond milk. What, however, makes this little nut a real superfood, particularly for senior citizens? Almonds' capacity to promote heart health is one of the main factors contributing to their many health benefits. They are a natural defense against heart disease because they are full of monounsaturated fats, also known as healthy fats, which help lower LDL or bad cholesterol and raise HDL or good cholesterol. A daily handful of almonds may be a simple yet effective strategy to boost your heart if you've been keeping an eye on your cholesterol levels, or if your doctor has recommended that you strengthen your cardiovascular system. However, the advantages don't end there. Magnesium, which is essential for maintaining stable blood pressure, promoting neuronal function, and preserving the health of your heart and other muscles, is also abundant in almonds. Unbeknownst to them, many elderly people have low magnesium levels, which can lead to hypertension, cramping in the muscles, and even irregular heartbeats. You can naturally increase your intake of magnesium and provide your body with the nutrients it needs to stay strong by simply including almonds in your diet. Almonds' wonderful effects on your skin are yet another important advantage. Almonds, being rich in vitamin E, one of the strongest antioxidants, aid in the fight against oxidative stress, which hastens the aging process. This implies that they can help keep your skin hydrated, lessen the look of wrinkles, and even shield it from sun damage. Almonds could become your new best friend if you're searching for a natural solution to maintain youthful, bright skin. As with anything positive, moderation is essential. Almonds are high in good fats, but they are also high in calories, so it's best to limit yourself to around 23 almonds or 1 ounce per day. Be mindful that the extra sugars and fats in flavored almonds coated in chocolate, honey, or yogurt might transform this healthy snack into a dessert. Additionally, almonds might not be a safe option if you or a loved one is allergic to tree nuts. With their heart-healthy fats, vital minerals, and skin-improving antioxidants, almonds are a nutritional powerhouse. A small amount each day can have a significant impact on your health. If almonds are the best buddy of the heart, then our next nut could be the greatest ally of your brain. 2x2 walnuts, the ultimate brain booster. You may have noticed something intriguing if you've ever cracked open a walnut. It resembles the human brain quite a bit. Walnuts are among the healthiest foods for cognitive function. So it appears that nature may be right. Walnuts should be at the top of your shopping list, whether you want to improve memory, promote long-term brain function, or lower your risk of cognitive decline. Walnuts' exceptionally high omega-3 fatty acid concentration is one of the main factors that make them unique. In particular, they contain a lot of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a plant-based omega-3 that aids in lowering inflammation all across the body. What makes this significant? One of the main causes of age cognitive decline, memory loss, and even diseases like Alzheimer's disease is chronic inflammation. That's not all, though. Antioxidants, which are abundant in walnuts, aid in preventing damage to brain cells. Walnuts are a wise choice for anyone trying to maintain mental acuity because studies have indicated that regular ingestion may enhance memory, processing speed, and general brain function. Walnuts also have another unnoticed advantage. If blood sugar regulation is a problem, regular walnut consumption may help improve insulin sensitivity, according to some research, which makes them a great option for people with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Walnuts, in contrast to other nuts, include a special blend of protein, fiber, and good fats that slow down digestion and avoid blood sugar rises. Walnuts are high in calories, just like most other nuts. Thus, moderation is essential. The ideal serving size is 14 halves per day. Walnuts' tannins might make them a little bitter for some individuals. Try gently roasting or soaking them to soften the flavor if you don't like the way they naturally taste. Additionally, walnuts can get rancid if not stored properly due to their high oil content. For optimal freshness, store them in the freezer or refrigerator in an airtight container. In terms of blood sugar regulation, heart health, and brain health, walnuts are a veritable superfood. Making walnuts a daily habit is a wise choice if you want to maintain a strong body and a keen mind. A 0.3. Pistachios. A clever snack for weight loss, pistachios are more than simply a delicious snack. Anyone who wants to maintain a healthy weight without feeling deprived should consider them. These little green jewels, which are frequently consumed at social events, are fewer in calories than many other nuts, but are packed with nutritional value. Pistachios may be the solution for you if you enjoy snacking but are concerned about portion control. Their high calorie content is one of their main benefits. Pistachios often have a few fewer calories per ounce than almonds or walnuts, which makes them a more figure-friendly choice. Although this does not imply that you may eat them indefinitely, they are a fantastic option if you're looking for a filling, crunchy snack that won't interfere with your health objectives. Along with having less calories, pistachios are high in fiber and protein, which prolong feelings of fullness. Pistachios provide the ideal ratio of protein, fiber, and healthy fats to reduce hunger and aid in weight management. Satiety is crucial when attempting to avoid overeating. However, their advantages go beyond just helping people lose weight. Additionally, pistachios are excellent for eye health. They contain two potent antioxidants that are known to guard against age macular degeneration, lutein and zeaxanthin. Our eyes are more susceptible to oxidative stress and blue light damage as we age, yet these substances serve as a natural defense, preserving clear vision for many years to come. Even with all of its advantages, pistachios still need to be consumed in moderation. They have fewer calories than some nuts, but they still have a lot of energy, and you can easily consume more than you think an ounce, or roughly 49 pistachios, is a healthy serving size. Because of their tiny size, they are a more pleasing alternative than other nuts. Additionally, like any tree nut, allergies may be an issue, so it's advisable to speak with a doctor before including nuts in your diet if you have a nut sensitivity. Pistachios are a tasty, crunchy, and nourishing method to maintain eye and weight health while still enjoying nibbling. When you combine them with low-sugar yogurt or fresh fruit, you get a delightful and well-balanced treat. 4. Brill nuts, guardians of the thyroid. Although they aren't as frequently seen in snack bowls as walnuts or almonds, Brazil nuts are extremely beneficial for immune system and thyroid function. One of the most powerful sources of selenium, a mineral that is essential for controlling thyroid function, is found in these big crescent-shaped nuts. Maintaining optimal thyroid function is crucial for general health, particularly as we age, as it regulates energy levels, metabolism, and numerous other body processes. Thyroid hormones, which affect everything from mood and weight control to immunological response and cognitive function, are produced in large part by selenium. A mild selenium shortage can cause imbalances and make it more difficult for the body to effectively control metabolism. Together with vitamin E and other substances, Brazil nuts have potent antioxidant qualities that help combat inflammation and oxidative stress, two factors that can accelerate aging and the development of chronic illnesses. Selenium is also known to boost immunity, which helps the body fight off diseases and heal more quickly. The fact that you simply need a small quantity to profit from Brazil nuts is among their most intriguing features. Brazil nuts are so high in selenium that your body can get all the selenium it needs from just 1 or 2 a day, unlike other nuts where a handful is a healthy serving. Due to its potency, consuming excessive amounts can result in selenium poisoning, which can cause symptoms like neurological disorders, brittle nails, and digestive problems. Here, moderation is essential. Consider them a dietary supplement rather than a high-calorie snack. Try slicing a single Brazil nut into tiny pieces and combining it with other nuts or seeds, if you don't like their slightly dry feel. In this manner, you can still reap the rewards without going overboard. They also enhance the nutritious value of your breakfast or snack when combined with fresh fruit or yogurt. When it comes to immunological and thyroid support, Brazil nuts are absolutely amazing, but keep in mind that a little goes a long way. After discussing 4 excellent nut choices, let's examine 4 more that you might want to reconsider, or at the very least eat sparingly, the 4 nuts you should restrict or stay away from. Although nuts are frequently hailed as a nutritious snack, not all nuts are made equal. Some offer a plethora of protein, heart-healthy fats, and vital vitamins, but others have unstated dangers like high-calorie content, possible allergies, or even dangerous poisons. There are some nuts you might want to eat less of or none at all if you're trying to control your weight, protect your heart, or stay away from needless additives. Let's examine 4 nut varieties that might not be the greatest options for senior citizens trying to preserve their health. 0.1. Macadamia nuts. The hidden calorie bomb, whether they are found in gourmet snack mixes, white chocolate macadamia biscuits, or opulent roasted variants, macadamia nuts are frequently linked to extravagance. They are a favorite among nut lovers because of their rich, buttery feel, but they might not be the ideal choice if you're worried about your calorie intake and weight control. The high calorie and fat content of macadamia nuts is one of their main drawbacks. The heart-healthy monounsaturated fats found in most nuts are enhanced by macadamia nuts, which provide over 200 calories and 21 grams of fat per ounce, or roughly 10 to 12 nuts. Although these fats aren't inherently harmful, it might be very simple to take excessive amounts of them without even recognizing it due to their high calorie density. The fact that macadamia nuts are surprisingly simple to consume in big quantities presents another difficulty. Macadamias are soft, creamy, and slightly sweet, almost like dessert, in contrast to almonds or pistachios, which must be chewed and have a stronger texture. It's too simple to eat handful after handful, and before you realize it, you've added hundreds of calories to your diet. Furthermore, a lot of macadamia nuts that are sold commercially are covered in sugar, salt, or even butter, which further makes them a dietary trap. Whether they are chocolate-covered or honey-roasted macadamias, these variations just serve to increase added sugar and saturated fats, which are bad for your heart, especially if you're trying to control your blood pressure or cholesterol. How to eat macadamia nut moderately. If you're a macadamia nut fan, portion control is essential. Instead of purchasing large containers of snacks, try purchasing pre-portioned snack packs and incorporating them into meals, rather than consuming them alone. For instance, you may enjoy the rich flavor of macadamia nuts without going overboard by adding them to a healthy homemade trail mix or scattering them over a salad. Although macadamia nuts aren't necessarily unhealthy, they should be consumed in moderation rather than as a snack due to their high calorie content, potential for overconsumption, and frequent unhealthy preparations. Limiting your consumption of these nutrient-dense nuts is a wise choice if you're concerned about heart health and weight loss. 2. Peanuts, a common allergen with unspoken dangers. Peanuts are a common food in many homes, from roasted peanuts at athletic events to peanut butter sandwiches. Despite being one of the most popular nuts in America, peanuts should be eaten with caution because they have a number of potential negative effects. To begin with, peanuts are not truly nuts. Since they are legumes, they are members of the same family as lentils and beans. This may not seem like much, but it helps explain why some tree nut allergy sufferers may still eat peanuts, while others have severe reactions to both. Sadly, peanut allergies are among the most harmful food allergies, frequently leading to potentially fatal anaphylactic reactions. The only safe course of action if you or a loved one has a peanut allergy is to completely avoid them. Aflatoxin is another unspoken risk associated with peanuts, in addition to allergies. Peanuts can become contaminated with aflatoxins, which are harmful substances made by a particular kind of mold, particularly if they are kept in warm, humid conditions. Liver damage and an elevated risk of liver cancer have been associated with these poisons. Aflatoxin exposure is still a problem, even with the United States' stringent rules, particularly when purchasing large quantities of peanuts or peanut products that have been stored for an extended length of time. The fact that many peanut products have harmful ingredients is another problem with peanuts. For instance, a lot of peanut butters have additional sugars, hydrogenated oils, and too much salt, all of which can cause inflammation, weight gain, and heart disease. A potentially nutritious snack is turned into a nutritional minefield by the frequent coating of even roasted peanuts with sweet glazes, artificial flavorings, or excessive salt. How to eat peanuts healthier. If you're a peanut lover, get natural peanut butter that doesn't contain additional sugars or oils, and watch how much you eat. Additionally, to lower the chance of mold infestation, store peanuts appropriately in a cold, dry location. Although they can be a component of a balanced diet, peanuts should be handled carefully due to their high risk of allergies, vulnerability to aflatoxin contamination, and frequent unhealthful processing. 3. Pine nuts are expensive, delicate, and prone to off flavors. Because of their delicate, buttery flavor, they are frequently added to Mediterranean and Italian cuisine, combined into pesto or sprinkled over salads. Since ancient times, they have been valued for their gentle crunch, which goes well with fresh vegetables, cheese, and herbs. However, compared to other nuts, pine nuts have a number of disadvantages that make them less appropriate for daily snacking and nutrition. Pine nuts' high oil content, which makes them highly perishable, is one of their main problems. Pine nuts have a short shelf life and soon turn rancid if not stored properly, in contrast to almonds or walnuts, which may be kept for months at ambient temperature. In addition to ruining their delicate flavor, they start to taste sour or stale, which can be uncomfortable for the digestive system. Because of their high oil content, they are also more likely to oxidize, which breaks down their beneficial fats and lowers their nutritional richness. Because of this, pine nuts should always be kept in the freezer or refrigerator in an airtight container, especially if you won't be utilizing them right away. Pine mouth syndrome is another strange but genuine worry about pine nuts. Some people find that eating pine nuts leaves them with a bitter or metallic aftertaste that lingers for days or even weeks. Although not dangerous, this condition can be very annoying because it changes the flavor of meals and beverages long after the nuts have been consumed. Although the exact cause of this reaction is still unknown, scientists think it may be related to specific pine nut types or personal sensitivity. In terms of nutrition, pine nuts are not as high in fiber or protein as other common nuts. They don't keep you full for as long as almonds, walnuts, or pistachios because they provide less protein per serving. Additionally, they don't have the variety of vitamins and minerals that other nuts do. They might not be the most sensible option for daily intake due to their expensive price, poor protein content, and perishable nature, particularly for people seeking nutrient-dense snacks that offer sustained energy. 4. Don't more starch than nuts may conjure images of winter roasting, holiday markets, and the cozy scent of their toasty, nutty deliciousness. Chestnuts are distinct from most other nuts, which are renowned for having a high protein and healthy fat content. The majority of them are carbs. In actuality, they resemble grains and starchy vegetables more than tree nuts like pecans, walnuts, or almonds in terms of nutrients. Although chestnuts have a unique, naturally sweet flavor that makes them tasty, they might not be the greatest option for people looking for the heart-healthy and high-protein advantages that other nuts offer. The fact that chestnuts are deficient in good fats is one of the primary issues with them. Monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are abundant in most nuts, including walnuts and almonds, are known to lower inflammation, lower cholesterol, and promote heart health. However, because chestnuts are low in fat, they don't offer the same cardiovascular advantages as other nuts. Chestnuts aren't the best choice if you're eating nuts for their heart-healthy lipids and satiety-promoting properties. Their increased glycemic index is another disadvantage. Compared to other nuts, chestnuts can raise blood sugar levels more quickly since they are primarily carbs. They are therefore less suitable for people with insulin resistance, diabetes. Although their inherent sweetness makes them a desirable snack, anyone watching their carbohydrate intake should be aware of how they affect blood sugar regulation. Chestnuts do have some nutritional value in terms of micronutrients, such as a trace amount of potassium, vitamin C, and B vitamins. But they don't have the same potent mineral profile as other nuts. For instance, walnuts are a good source of omega-3 fatty acids, and almonds are high in calcium, magnesium, and vitamin E. In contrast, chestnuts don't supply as much protein or important elements, therefore they won't satisfy your hunger as long as other nuts. Chestnuts do have a place in a balanced diet despite these disadvantages, particularly for people seeking a naturally lower fat and gluten-free substitute for grains or starchy vegetables. They are excellent for roasting, mashing, or adding to soups and stuffing because of their smooth, creamy texture, especially in classic Asian and European dishes. How to consume chestnuts in moderation. You may still incorporate chestnuts into your diet if you like the custom of roasting them over the holidays. Just watch how much you eat and how you combine them with other things. To balance blood sugar levels, it is advisable to pair chestnuts with a source of healthy fat or protein because they are low in fat and protein and heavy in carbs. For a more well-rounded snack, you may serve roasted chestnuts with lean meat, cheese, or nuts like walnuts or almonds. Furthermore, keep in mind that chestnuts should be maintained correctly to avoid the spread of mildew because they are perishable. Chestnuts have a higher moisture content than other nuts, which makes them more likely to spoil if kept at room temperature for an extended period of time. Use the chestnuts within a few weeks after purchasing them and keep them refrigerated. That's it. Almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts are 4 nuts that have amazing health benefits. Additionally, there are 4 nuts, macadamia, peanut, pine, and chest, about which you would wish to exercise caution. Naturally, every person has slightly different health requirements, so if you have any particular worries, it's always a good idea to consult your physician or a qualified dietitian. Keep in mind that diversity and balance are essential components of a balanced diet. Nuts are a great way to incorporate antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats into your daily diet. And it's important to just be aware of any disadvantages and portion amounts. The appropriate nut can make all the difference, whether your goal is to maintain mental clarity, promote heart health, control your weight, or just enjoy a tasty snack. I sincerely appreciate you taking the time to speak with me today. Please feel free to forward this information to any friends or family members who might find it useful as well. After all, even minor changes like picking the appropriate nuts can have a significant impact on our health and quality of life, particularly as we age. Cheers to feeling better, having more fun, and munching wisely. Please remember to click the bell, like, and subscribe if you liked this video so you can receive future updates on all of our health advice. Give this to someone whose snack selections could need a little encouragement. Be careful and stay healthy until the next time.